What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? Now, you want to talk about Royce? That's what everybody been blowing me up yesterday. Did you hear Mickey Fact? Royce got destroyed. I'm like, yeah, I heard it. Why are you surprised? No surprise here. Now, the only surprise there would be is if Eminem was to show up. Uh-oh. I think people are having trouble getting in, some type of crazy blockage. But anyhow, we'll do this. Right? Gosh, what they do, send me to Jamaica? So can nobody see it? Because I said the word Eminem, huh? Jesus Christ. The hate is real. So anyway, I listen to Mickey Facts and all of this because Ransom and RJ Payne made a comment. That's pretty crazy. But here's the news. Yeah, Royce got destroyed, but why should anyone be shocked that Royce got destroyed? He's Royce the 5'9". That's what Royce do. He gets himself destroyed. So everybody's like, is Eminem coming? When is Eminem coming? Say no, is Eminem? He said he going to get somebody. Since Lupe went and got some help. Lupe didn't go get Mickey Facts. Mickey Facts got in it because Royce mentioned Mickey Facts in the damn song. See, that's the part people miss. That was a very key part that people miss. He mentioned Mickey. Do you think Lupe had any problems dealing with Royce? No. Now, I liked the Book of Ryan, but Royce is no way in the same room as these guys. It's like, sit down, champ. This ain't 1996 no more. See, the problem is, Seifu, I don't have the time. Plus, I'm not the person you need to talk to about that landscaping company. Royce is an MC. T, I know you from Detroit. Royce is an MC. Yeah, he's an MC, but just because you're an MC don't mean you're gonna best guys that could really do this, like very well. You hear Royce and you be like, oh, that sounds all right. That sounds really good. Then you hear somebody who's really good at it and go, oh yeah, yeah, Royce can't beat him. See, it's one of those situations. Roy can spit basically, but his thing is he's limited in what he could do. His freestyle told you that. That wasn't a freestyle. Well, this lambda thing he was talking about, because unfortunately for Royce, this is the biggest thing he ever got as far as attention. Think about it. This dude has been rapping for over 25 years. So in 25 years of rapping, grabbing a mic for over 25 years, this is the biggest he's ever been. And this guy rapped with Eminem, did an album with Eminem. Because I might be the equipment manager. See what they get paid? What do I mean by biggest? Buzz. This is the most buzz he's ever had in his whole career. Is this. Let that sink in. Now, he had one of the best albums ever. The Book of Ryan was probably the best album that year. That was an amazing work, especially for him. That ain't cap. You tell me he did Bad Meets Evil with Eminem, right? And he got more buzz then than now. People don't even remember that damn album. He did a whole album with Eminem. It was his first album he made that was worth the damn. All them Prime albums, y'all kept raving over. Those are just primo beats. And Royce screwing them up. Rapping all on beat. Primo was trying to save him. That's all that was happening. That's all that was cracking, Captain. Nah, the beats were dope on both Prime albums. Nothing he was doing was dope. I can tell you that now. He probably was doing some dope at the time. But now since he didn't put down that bottle and he didn't picked up the pen, now things done got a little better. Yeah, I changed the scenery a little bit. Is Royce better at him? Well, Eminem bit some of Royce's lyrics when he made the song with Jay-Z. I don't understand that. Why him always bite somebody's lyrics when he rapping with a big name artist? You do it every time. Easy E with the blowtorch. I can't get jiggy with this. I need more water power. Woo! Ah! Yeah, this thing can shoot about 50 feet. Woo! There you go. Thanks, Ron. Now, here's the thing. Royce, for years, his rap pattern to an MC is basic. He got some clever, witty bars, but what he does is basic. I told y'all that. Remember when M did the song with Biggie? He basically took Roy's song, right? Then he turned around, took Roy's song again. Yeah, I got trees in my backyard. Trees. So he did the song with Jay-Z. Right? And took the Renegade verse and put it on that song with Jay-Z. Instead of writing new lyrics, he used the lyrics in the song that he already did with Royce. And they treated Royce like a sucker through the whole deal. Do anybody remember that? T, you remember that? They treated him like a sucker through the whole ordeal. Uh-oh, I got dyke neighbors. Oh, this ain't no movie version of it. This is like you don't want to get involved at all type. That's a lie. T, you from Detroit. How the hell you not know that? You are from Detroit, T. How the hell you not know that is not the reason that happened. They had no problem with each other when that song was made and what went down. See, the situation is this. No, that's not it at all. They had no problem with each other. Eminem took the verse off the song and used it because the record company, they had did 2 songs, right? He wanted to use Renegade. Royce did. And he was like, well, you know, I don't know about Renegade. And the reason why is because Eminem had already took the lyrics and gave it to Jay-Z. And that's why the studio was convincing Royce not to choose Renegade and go with Rock City. So he went with Rock City and was like, I knew from the jump, Rock City is not the song I should have came out with. Renegade should have been the one I dropped. But the record company, Eminem's people, talked him out of it. And then next thing you know, he hit a verse on the Jay-Z song. Em didn't have a conversation with him, but that's Eminem's boy, right? And then if you listen to Renegade, Eminem steals Royce's verse off of that and flip it for the song with him and Biggie on Dead Wrong. That's Royce's verse. He just flipped the lyrics around. Go listen to Royce's verse on Renegade. And listen to Dead Wrong. Eminem's verse. It's the same thing. Nope. Their issue came from something called inner jealousy. Before Eminem blew up and was doing Hi, My Name Is, right? And doing shows. Pace One was doing his hype, was his hype man. And was, backing him up from the outside. And Royce, who was supposedly his homie, came back into the picture, came back into the fold. It was Em and Royce, Ryan Montgomery. So once Ryan Montgomery came back into the fold, him and his brother Denied, they would ride Eminem's coattail and kissing up to M. And Proof and M wasn't speaking at this time. They had a falling out beforehand. So Roy started getting some publicity and getting like, oh, he's Eminem's friend. So once he got a record deal, he told him, man, look, I ain't gonna be able to keep doing this. So what they did, he went and patched things up with Proof. And Royce was like, man, just get Proof to do it, man. Proof could do it. Let him be the hype man. So they got him to be the hype man. And that helped bring D12 back together. Then Eminem's second album sells 10 million copies. D12 dropped an album. And they all popping. Eminem came and got his buddies. Royce was jealous the whole time because Royce thing ain't popping. So Eminem was still going to do stuff with Royce, but his jealousy of D12 being in the position, and he left the position. So after he left the position, he's blindside hating these dudes, even though he chilling with them, playing video games with them. The whole time he hating on them. He went and made a diss record on them while he chilling with them. They ain't even did nothing to do. He already got a diss record on them. Now, you lose all credibility to me as a human being if you got a diss record already prepared for somebody who they ain't even mad at you. They ain't even no problems. And you already going to create a diss record. All of it's true, T. You know that. Pace was the first guy to do it. Then Pace and M ended up falling out. And then it went to Ryan Montgomery. Then after Ryan Montgomery, everything switched. What do I got switched around, T? Because I ain't got nothing switched around. Are you talking about when? Are you talking about when Pace came and did it? Dude, this ain't about the beat DVD. I'm telling you stuff that ain't even on the beat DVD. Or maybe it is. I didn't need the beat DVD. We lived it. Because I told you, at that time, we had guys here in the shot that was rapping, doing shows in Detroit. And Royce was performing on the Chitlin circuit. And he was acting like he was in Studio B and he's in the dressing room. And he was thinking he was a superstar already. And it's like, dude, the dudes that's here, that's cool, who thought you was a cool dude, not trying to chill. And he was thinking he was Eminem. Nah, bro. I think you're talking about different fallouts because Royce was on the anger management tour. He was going to be on the anger management tour. As a matter of fact, he was doing the song on the remix. There's the song. And on the anger management tour, which was Eminem tour coming up, and Royce was going to be on it, and they did the song together. And what he said, F anger management. I need somebody to manage my anger. And everybody was like, man, he's been taking some weird shots at Eminem lately. And they was some sly shots. And they're just like, dude, now you doing all this on the record. So this is what's making Eminem like kind of weird about the situation. And D12 members is pointing it out because people was hearing how he was dissing them behind their back. Like, man, how he gonna sign them? You know, he ain't come get his boy, you know. He got them on Shady Records, and this dude whack, and this dude, he can't put 4 bars together. He in the streets talking to all these other people in Detroit like it ain't finna come back around. And then, you know, when somebody actually confront him, like he came in the studio like a weirdo one day, seen dude, and didn't even say nothing. Like Kanaba would have punched you in your face, dog. And you in here talking about, yo, we got guns, we strapped, we stay strapped. He got himself popped off with a bulletproof vest and guns, riding around in suburban Detroit. Oh, you know Eminem had that done because proof is gonna hurt that boy. Then Trick and them people, they all cool now, but they knocked him out, took his chain, and gave it back to him. They didn't even want it. How your name Royce and you driving a Mitsubishi? Just don't make sense. Man, everybody know Trick and his people did that. Yeah, those were the rhinestone bandana. And that's when St. Louis and Detroit had that problem. Because Eminem was trying to dress him and having D12 dressed like that, wearing bandanas and baggy jogging suits. But I'm like, look, dog, lyrically, they would have been assassinated to Saint Lunatic. But there was a lot of tension because of that. That's why Nelly dissed Eminem on MTV. That hurt Nelly too. I mean, right now, I'm just a good researcher. Nah, bro. This is Detroit. This is Midwest hip hop here. We can tell you that all damn day long. D to the S, disturbing the peace. I mean, dedicated to the streets. Cap One and Don. All these guys and all these other hip hop artists from the shop, they all do shows in St. Louis. They do shows all throughout LA, New York, and they be with your mainstream artists. Some of their songs got jacked by mainstream artists because they trust. The business is crazy. That's funny because everybody mentioned Juice. If you mention Chicago and MC, they don't even mention Common. Common just came out of nowhere to them. But Juice come up there and Kanye West. Nobody can tell you a Juice record, a Juice song. But all they can tell you is Juice beat Eminem. That was the best thing that ever happened to Juice. Dude, the way hip hop is, I might have to check out UK rap. Dude, you know how many MCs, Super MC beat Eminem? I mean, all these dudes been beat Eminem. Eminem never won a rap battle. He never won a rap battle. And it wasn't because he was white. It's because he got beat. Yeah, we used to have Illinois, and there was plenty of white rappers out at the time. I mean, all that shock rap, they really got shock rap from Esham. Like Esham people, they were the first ones to really do that. Esham and them was the first ones to really just because they were really out there. Like he was probably the first black guy I ever knew taking acid straight like that. Y'all didn't like y'all guy who was that Milk Bone? When that y'all guy Milk Bone? Yeah, but see, Proof is crazy. And see, only people that really know that Proof is crazy is people in Detroit. Proof had a mad drinking problem, which led to a lot of fights within the unit. So, when I tell you, there was a reason Royce was wearing a bulletproof vest and carrying a pistol, is because during that whole beef, and you riding around in Detroit trying to do shows, and you were gonna have problems for real. But Detroit, it's a lot of alcoholics in Detroit. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of alcoholics. They wake up to a drink. My family included. They can't never remember the source of the problem, but the person who didn't have a drink could tell you the whole thing. The problem was that bottle. Everybody started joining in. Look at that, Royce. Royce went into full religious mode once he came out of jail. He realized the bottle is what led him to all his shortcomings. He was blaming Eminem, but it was the bottle. The bottle, the weed, all of it. Cut it out. He started getting his sense back. He started acting like a man with sense. Now, if Captain Jack can get there, maybe. But I seriously doubt it. Not every hood, bro. It's just the hoods that got some idiots in it. Now, when Royce put out that message saying he going to get his homeboy, and yeah, go got people too. First off, he's in this new era where you just say you the GOAT. Nothing in life ever proved that Royce was anything close to a GOAT. Might look like a GOAT because he got a GOAT beard, but of what? You know, when he put out the Book of Rhyme, I had to give him his flowers because I wasn't the biggest Royce fan at all. I ain't a fan of a guy that can't rap on beat. Everybody be like, that's his style. I'll be, this style ain't working. How you expect somebody to get jiggy with it? Then he had like all these 1990 pop references, metaphors. I was like, okay, I can get with it. But the Book of Ryan is when he was talking about his whole life and going through all his problems and everything. He had subject matter. For the first time in his rap career, he had subject matter. But the reason why Oh no, he now realizes it now that he's not drunk and high, that he's not on beat. That he wasn't on beat back then. Once he stopped the drinking and the smoking, he realized, oh wait a minute, I ain't on beat. Why the hell y'all didn't tell me? That what happened. It was like, damn, that ain't no dude right. And I was putting out albums and expecting people to buy this. Yep. Lupe is hip hop in its purest form. That dude is creativity. He is lyrical prowess. He's knowledge. He's all of what hip hop is based on and it's supposed to be about. Now, here's the problem. The problem is you got non-hip hop people or people who was hip hop 25 years ago, and now they've been unattached to it for so long, or what the core, the basis is. They're outdated. They never expanded. Their style has stayed the same because they didn't have that. They probably had it when they was young, but then that style faded out and they never advanced their skill. It's like somebody that come in the NBA and they got pure athleticism. LeBron James. See how he worked his way in the conversations of everything? So you got a LeBron James come in, athletic, to slam dunk, come down the lane. But when you don't have a hook shot, you didn't work on a post game, you still riding it out with the same old, same old. Now all that stuff is fading. The athleticism ain't there no more. That style is gone. You ain't advanced. Now you trying to hold on to the flame of what you once was and trying to bring that with you like luggage. Everybody in Slaughterhouse is better than Royce. Everybody. Probably, well, Joe, I don't know. Joe still Slaughterhouse? Joe might be the worst one. We all know Joel is the best. Now, I would say the worst member is probably Joe. I would probably say Joe because Royce did make an album. Joe Budden has never put out an album that was outstanding ever. So I will give that to Joe Budden. I say one A and one B at the bottom. Rihanna. Bye, Rihanna. Yeah, he's a battle rapper, but he's got lyrical prowess. You can listen to Joel, he'll crush it every time. Dude, right now, nobody was talking about, oh, Royce destroyed anybody on anything when he put out that one song that it took him 2 weeks to write. Him and Eminem are the same now. You think he's going to come back and get Eminem? He'll come back with crooked eye. I got rap friends too, homie. I don't think Joel want to get up in this. I'm a Royce hater. I just said the Book of Rhyme was an outstanding masterpiece when he made it. I gave him his flowers for it. I don't think I'm a Royce hater at all. I think I'm a truth teller. Maybe you can't handle the truth. You ever thought about that? I mean, he don't even have to say no more. He did a 9-minute freestyle on IG, which was just as venomous. But my thing is, this is the biggest buzz Royce ever got. And he's losing, as usual. Now, they could talk about where Lupe at. Royce got a better career. Did he? At what point and any time in Royce's career, they were comparing Jay-Z and Nas and all those guys were talking about Royce. See, people don't realize that's what M does. M sabotages his own people and uses them only as a muse. D12 was only supposed to be his muse that he was going to make money off of. They were doing pretty good, but not where they were supposed to be. But then Eminem is the guy who's running your company. And when your boss got a pill problem or any other type of habit, that's going to bring down your company or your money, your publishing. D12 didn't have anything. No publishing, no nothing. So D12 had to go do freelance work. D12 had to go and do freelance work. Kid you not. That's how that song came out with Cannabis featuring D12 dissing Eminem. They had did it for another local rapper who paid them some money while they did a show. What was it, in Ohio, I think? Some local rapper and paid them to be on their record. Bizarre. And then I forgot who else was on there. I think the con artist was on there or something. Might have. Forgot who all else was on the record. But I know Bizarre is on. That guy sold that record because he got the permissions already. So he sold the record to Cannabis. The guy ended up selling them out, sold it to Cannabis. He bought it. So he owned it. Right along with the permissions of the record. So then Cannabis put his verse on it and put it out as a Cannabis song. Yeah, they weren't dissing Eminem on the record, but they on a record in which Eminem was being dissed. And at that time, Bizarre didn't even care. He didn't care that the song was out. He was like, oh, he just said, I wasn't dissing him, but that's what this is doing. Because he was mad at Eminem at the time, too, and wasn't really talking to him. They wasn't really talking to each other. D12 had basically disbanded. And then Eminem was in the studio with him, and they were trying to make it come back and bring it back. It wasn't popping no more. It had jumped the shark. All that shock rap stuff, it had jumped the shark. But it's what I told people would happen. Nobody listens to me, though. I knew it would happen. He did it with the Outsiders. Why didn't he just grab the Outsiders? Because he knew Paul Rosenberg was not going to allow that. Paul Rosenberg didn't want him to grab a group. Then when G Unit came, they had no more use for D12. Because, see, Eminem's got to have street credibility. So if you don't have any street guys with you, how you going to have street credibility? Eminem can't be in the street. So you got to have some street guys with you. Didn't Eminem do a song saying he was sorry to the Outsiders? Right? He good at them apology records, right? But he still ain't do nothing with them, did he? He still ain't make no records with them. Eminem not getting into this. We don't deal with Royce like that. Royce is the help. He's Benson. I mean, he don't get involved in Royce's problems. Royce got to get involved in his problems. That's how that works. When 50 and them came, they was trying to integrate G Unit and D12. And what they didn't realize is D12 is more street than G Unit. Lloyd Banks ain't no gangster. Lloyd Banks is just a rapper. Tony Yayo is street. 50 from the streets. And Buck was just a dope fiend. But he was from the streets because he was a dope fiend. $50 wasn't no dope dealer like that. $50 was a runt. $50's a hustler. Wasn't no dope dealer. I like that. No, as far as his hustling game, he was a gun runner. I got the semi-automatic and trade revolvers on the dude you should get at it. You got the problem, got them Lugers and hookers in them ones, and they all for sale. All for sale. Somebody said that in a rhyme too. Thanks, Wonder Woman. Nah, I never saw it that way. No, the feds came after Murder Inc. because of Jimmy Iovine, but Jay-Z knew about it. Everyone thinks 50 Cent got rid of Ja Rule. That's a lie. It was Eminem and Jimmy Iovine. They didn't care about him dissing 50 Cent. They was making money off that. Once he started threatening Eminem and coming after Eminem, they had to shut that down. When they were making moves to physically hurt him, they beat Proof up and then tried to get at Eminem at like award shows and functions and send goons. They had to start digging into their finances and everything. They sent the feds over. Jimmy had a lot of power, buddy. I thought y'all been keeping up with everything I've been putting out. Obviously, y'all ain't been watching the playlist or the truth behind the hip hop videos, the hip hop beat video. No, Jay knew about it. They told Jay, like, look, the Fed's gonna be coming for Murder INC. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all good. Just keep away from him for a couple of weeks. And before the Feds raided, Dame even said it. Dame was like, Jay was like, yo, they about to get raided. Any day now. But we cool. Just chill. We good. Murder INC, that's okay. Yeah, pretty much. It's a big yard, dude. It's a massive job. Got my garden over there. Get your maters and your taters. Get you some maters and some taters. I'm like Easy E was like blowtorch, baby. What's up, Jason? Who still got a 9 to 5 in the chat? A lot of people got a 9 to 5. Tough times, baby. Tough times. Now, as I was saying before, Mickey Fax just basically, there's no need to even, it's like kicking a dog that was already down. Lupe had him down on the ground already, and Mickey Fax just came in and just kicked him right in the face. Real hard. My favorite part about it, bro, is the fact that my favorite part is when he did Pain and Ransom. When he switched it up and did they verses and did they style, that just showed you the range of what Mickey could do. Mickey Fax is showing you the difference of an MC. Royce can only do one thing. But somebody like Mickey, and what he was able to do, he was able to take that to a whole nother extreme, whole nother level. There's a Bush. That's George Bush Jr. right there, and that's George Bush Sr. right here. There's your Bush. Mickey didn't just jump in it and get involved. Royce involved Mickey in it. And the whole thing was Royce involved himself also and did an IG rant, like Mickey said. Why didn't you go to the booth? Because that ain't how Royce moved now. Him and Eminem are some old dudes. They don't just get up and grab and jump in the booth. They got to go. It take a 2-week process and the engineer, go through the beats that they like. Yeah, it's crazy. They ain't got it like these dudes. These dudes take their head off. Now, when they claim that they were the best, Ransom and RJ, Pain. When Pain was up there, right? Royce went on IG and did a whole rant. Did a whole damn rant over it instead of going into the booth. So when this whole freestyle battle came out, Mickey wouldn't have said nothing about Royce. Had Royce not mentioned his name in that damn song he did going at Lupe. He mentioned Mickey Fax. So Mickey Fax just brought out facts. People acting like Mickey Fax just jumped out and decided he wanted to attack and jump in it. It's not what happened, people. We gotta listen to the songs. I heard it. Now, this has been fun. I've enjoyed myself. Y'all said what? Y'all talk to Kwame. Y'all know I don't work for Kwame Brown. If y'all got something y'all want to tell him, you can tell him. He done sent you all forms of contact. He got a shoe drop coming up on August the 3rd and August the 4th. He's been showing everything that people have sent him. People have sent him things that had nothing to do with the drive or the shoes at all. I'm like, what is this for? Did they even hear him say shoe, drive? Nice try, one Dan. Oh, Don, you're going to have to go all the way back. We're hour 12 in. All right, now I'm just reading the comments and answering some questions right quick. I'm about to turn this water off and go from there. Anything else I need done, I'm going to bring the other hose and take that to the back right later on tomorrow. I certainly did not, sir. When Kwame Brown came out and started doing his thing, I was already in my house. What are you talking about? I was in that living room. I already had my cars. I've already had my furniture coming. All these things was in progressional motion. So to say Kwame Brown is the reason I'm popping, I would say Kwame Brown is the reason I got a lot more subscribers. I got a lot more once Kwame Brown came around because people were watching Kwame on my page actually before he really started acknowledging me. And he just like real recognized real. He loved it because I was saying the same thing he was saying. Just like I would with anybody who was saying something I was saying. I'm like, hey, he's saying what I'm saying. And I like it because he's right. When someone's right, people just love to create drama. And people wanted to try to create a beef. Like, yo, Kwame didn't say your name this time. What's up with you and Kwame? You don't mention your name no more. And all that, all kind of goofy. This is before we did this, before I went on his page. People like, why he ain't come on your page though? He went on Ticket page, but he ain't come on yours. See, that's that jealousy thing. If Kwame come on my page, if I ask him, Kwame come on. I just ain't had time really. I'm busy, and I know he's probably busy. But when we find a day, or we have something that is of interest that we both can sit down and talk about, we can find a day. We'll do it. But we don't do things for hits and views, you know. I mean, I had to water my grass. I said I might as well talk to y'all about it because y'all wanted to know about Royce and all the stuff y'all was caught in it. I said, cool, let me do a hip hop chat with y'all for the whole hour. And y'all got to see something different, right? Y'all got to chill in the backyard with Cino. Oh yeah, Campside. I don't know who Campside is. Champ side. But I didn't, when I made the video yesterday, a lot of people think I was talking about another guy when I clearly said in the video who the guy was. So people seem to be confused because they're reading the title, but they're not watching the video fully. If you watch the video fully, you'll hear the name of the person. Now, I believe R.J. Payne. Payne and Ransom both together are monsters. You know, I was listening to him rapping with Benny. When Benny the Butcher and Payne and all them, man, I'm like, shoot, that's my joint. I still listen to that now. But my thing is, Royce jumped on the IG live instead of going into the booth because that's what he is now. He's an Instagrammer. He don't understand it yet, but that's what he is. Thanks for watering my grass for me, guys. I appreciate it. Ransom came out the joint spitting. Like he been practicing all day. Lewis has probably got himself banned from somewhere and got a new name. No, bro, I got in contact with them because I wanted to know what it was for real. No, I didn't see the new Ghostbuster trailer. Locke's better than Griselda. I don't know about that. They both great. I'm just telling y'all, don't expect Eminem to come busting out the ground with a freestyle against Lupe. He ain't getting into that. He's not getting into that because that's something he ain't gonna want to get in at all. Boy, that's like putting a steak dinner, like Texas Longhorn steak. You just set that right in front of their face, like, this mine? Ooh, we made it. They gonna come up like MGK. Eminem is food out here. Em ain't stupid enough to let that happen. And on that note, I'm gone.